mentality is a whirlwind. Where to begin? Start by saying I'm harder than ever. Took life's conditioning, like bones to microfractures, you gon' feel it. When connects to jawline, written words to notes under ledger. It's not minor science. Take you to the highest climate.
Yo, this is Willie Bean, man. Mr. I mean what I say what I mean. We got the juice, 100 proof, no chaser. Thanks for tuning in to Slim TV. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications to all my new videos. With that being said, before we get into the video, I have some new things coming up where you guys don't see all this crazy stuff in the background. I'm trying to make myself look more like an official video blogger. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait for it to come in. And again, if you guys like music and like everything that I'm talking about and topics that I put to the table, again, hit the like, hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications sent to you so you can tune in to Swim TV. Alright, so again, thanks for watching, and let's get right into the video. If you guys have seen the Verzuz with Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, I feel of heart of hearts that it was more of a concert than a Verzuz, which I think all the verses are pretty much wrapped around that. But in a sense, you want to see who is the better artist presented to you at the time. And how I feel about this Verzuz, like I said, it was a great concert representation. If you want to go with wins or who won, who lost, I feel it was a landslide. Bow Wow was the heavyweight in this factor. I think the only reason why this was put together is because Bow Wow has a huge catalog, and he inspired a lot of young artists when he started out to want to do what he was doing in the game, and no one else has a catalog as large as Bow Wow's. Mr. 106 in Park himself. Soulja Boy, he makes club music, catchy hooks, and makes up creative dances to his music. He was basically the beginning of where music started turning over into mumble rap. Soulja Boy has that music to where you go to the club, you drink a little bit, you're not really listening to the lyrical content. I feel personally like Soulja Boy doesn't have a catalog to where I would put his CD in or download his digital and listen to his entire album from beginning to end. Me personally, like, Soulja Boy would have to actually come up on the radio just randomly for me to be like, oh shoot, yeah, that was a hot joint. Everything for that for this night, Bow Wow was smashing with #1 records. Every one of them he put on the table was a #1 record. Bow Wow was too much of a heavyweight, and for what Soulja Boy was doing was bare minimal. He's not a strong lyricist, for one, and everything that he put out on the table that we listened to for this night had features. So is it safe to say that Soulja Boy was an inspiration to young people who want to get in the game and be producers and be artists? Is just like Bow Wow, but you couldn't put him up against any other producer Me personally, if you put Soulja Boy up against another producer, he would get smashed. 100%. And you can clearly hear that Bow Wow outclassed him in this Verzuz. He outclassed him. And I would say it was very smart for how they put it together to where it wouldn't, like, it didn't look and sound like a slaughterhouse. Because every time Soulja Boy got done with his and Bow Wow did his next song, you'd be like, oh my gosh, the difference. The difference. Bow Wow came from that, like I said, that era was still lyrical, and you still had to try to make those hit records, still being lyrical. Soulja Boy, just, you didn't have to be lyrical anymore. You just come up with a catchy hook and repeat lines and make a dance to it. And you can clearly hear that. Like I said, you can hear the imbalance between the two. Bow Wow was that influential artist that inspired them. Romeo came out and said that himself. So, and even mentioned that the industry kept them competing. So Bow Wow and Romeo never really got to do anything. Romeo doesn't have a large catalog to hold weight to Bow Wow. He doesn't. So doing a Verzuz with him, with Romeo and Bow Wow, it's not a show. So only reason why I said this Verzuz makes sense because Soulja Boy has a catalog large enough to hang with Bow Wow. No other artist in Bow Wow's caliber has one. So with that even being said, salute to the brothers for, you know, for their catalogs and continuing to inspire people to want to do what they do. Bow Wow clearly, like I said, outclassed him. He had 3 6 Mafia come out. He had the Brat come out. He had Jermaine Dupri come out. Like I said, Bow Wow come from that era, that clause. So his music was clearly outclassed what Soulja Boy put on the table for this Verzuz. But again, they had, you know, that's the only person that could hold weight to Bow Wow, or could put a catalog, you know, that has some weight to it. You know what I mean? So, but I clearly feel like this was just to give Bow Wow his flowers for inspiring all young artists, and which they did an absolute job, and I'm glad that they, you know, they did that for him, because Bow Wow did do that for a lot of people. Even Bow Wow has a larger catalog than Crisscross. You know what I mean? So that said something. So salute to them, to these brothers, for doing what they do and continue to do what they do, and still having a career and still being able to be successful and all of that. It's nice to see, you know, these brothers and young brothers still doing what they do and love to do. So, but if you like this video, tell me what y'all think. Put them in the comments below. Again, like the video, subscribe so you can get all my new videos up and coming. And thanks for tuning in, people. Alright?
Words to notes under ledger, it's not minor science. Take you to the highest climate. Mission, suffocate, planet death, experience, resuscitate, easy way to look back on mistakes, no regrets. Belly the beast, quote, revolt. Network, overrated, liking and sharing. Used to liking and sharing. And then Facebook came out, nonsense, hell's expanded, the truth is here. Be aware.